Hello, everyone. Oh, that was horrible. I didn't start with my catchphrase. Hello, fellow gamer. Welcome to Every Little War Studios. My name is Carl, the gaming nomad, and I'm here to share with you a game called Sine Tempore by Ludus Magnus Studio. This was a great little Kickstarter that went off, and now it's everything's been shipped. We should find it here stateside already. If you haven't received your packages yet, they should be arriving any day now. We already got our copies here, and we're gonna start just looking into this. Love me some sci-fi. So, with that being said, this whole thing is a sci-fi world. Basically, Earth, we've used up all of our resources, and as of right now, we have basically packaged up everybody we can onto a fleet of ships and gone off into the stars trying to find a new home. We finally find a world that can habitate Earth people, all right, humans. Unfortunately, we've reached a point where all of our fuel and resources are at an end. So this is our last chance. There is no other galaxy, there is no other planets. Regardless of whether there's people on this planet already, we need to try to make this work for us. Sine Tempore means out of time in Latin, so it's very apropos. Hooray for Ludus Magnus Studios for teaching us Latin. So basically, we descend upon the planet and we start eyeballing the place, looking for good spots to colonize, and we come to find out there's actually things living on this planet. Not the nicest of things. They look like horrible little nasties from certain video games we all know and love, with bulbous heads and horns and cloven hooves. But they also run around with like pistols, machine guns, all manner of stuff, and they're there simply to be malicious and cause us problems. So you should have no qualms or issues about stomping out another sentient race for the glory of humanity's survival. Hey! Alright, so what do we get in the box? Well, we're not going to go through every little item. You can do that when you get yours, or you can go online. There's other reviews for that. But I will say that I have touched appropriately all the game components. And like these right here, like just like the tiles you work on, they are double-sided. Boom. Boom. They're a really good quality. They remind me a lot of the first edition, not the second, but the first edition of what was that game? Betrayal House of the Hill. So I mean, pow pow. Put our little guys on here. Look at that. So it's a grid-based system, and it provides you all the maps and such you need for your campaign. But it basically unfolds a story, but it's not exactly linear. That's one of the things I really like about this. Because what happens is every decision you make in this game actually has an ongoing effect on the campaign as a whole. If you screw something up, if you fail a certain mission, that means you might be denied resources and things that you need for the ongoing campaign. If you really super succeed at one, then you'll probably get a buff going forward and such. Because as this happens, from where you land, you actually have to plot out on your own with the other players what areas you want to attack or move to or try to start colonizing or garnering resources from. And so it's a team thing where you have to work on where you want to go and do some resource management, so to speak. But it has an effect on the timeline, which is a very real thing that you need to be aware of. So yeah, it's fun. It gives you a really nice map. You can see the whole like Pangea style continent, and you get to spread out from there. But as time goes on, the locals start rallying to arms and finding out that there's other things now on their planet that they can torment and torture, and they will try to do just that. All right. Well, with that being said, yeah, well, lots of wonderful game components. All right, everything ranging from constructible little cargo containers to these wonderful trees. that are both a blessing and a curse because they provide you cover, but most things are poisonous to humans, so don't stay around them too long. Aside from that, the game components are great. The first time I saw Ludus Magnus Studios on Kickstarter, it was this little guy, Papow, this tiny little cloven hood satyr thing with a big head, and this oversized mini Gatling gun. And what's really funny is that when you play the game, there's actually different versions of the little Gatling bastards running around. Some are firing explosive rounds, some are firing armor piercing, some are as dangerous to themselves as others. Alright, so aside from that, we got those happy little guys. Boom, boom, boom. But on top of that, we also have like the leader types. Psionics is a big deal in this game, so there are things that will mess with your mind and do psionic attacks or pyrokinetic attacks. So anything that's silver or gray is actually the bad guys, whereas all the good guys are done in this wonderful tan color. You get 4 to choose from. Here are the first 3. So you get the medic, the multi-armed Diana-style lady. You get the captain, who is, I'm the captain, I smoke a cigar, and I am just Billy Badass. My favorite, because sci-fi is awesome, is you get a cyborg lady. Well, not even a cyborg. 100% synthetic. She's fake. But she's the security officer of the entire, whatever it is you want to call this, like forced landing party. She's hell in combat. She ignores lots of wound levels. I love her because she's a robot, and she's easy on the eyes for some of you people who are into that. But aside from that, the last of the heroes is actually, he's like a freaking Jedi. He is the epitome of what humans have come to for genetic alterations and such to make a perfect psionic warrior. So he starts running around doing force pushes and slams, and as you can see on his base, he's forcing dirt and air away from him, and he's levitating across the field. Even his little weapon there has like glowing force embers coming off the either end. So got a little bit of everything. Got the badass captain, you got the cybernetic security officer, you got the like Jedi Master style character. Then you have the medic, who's also kind of a jack of all trades girl. Multiple arms, she can carry lots of things, dual pistols, carrying all the healing stuff, and other engineering things. So she runs around helping everybody. Aside from that, the miniatures, like I said, are just great, but they start getting bigger. Just to give you a better idea as to where this is all going. This kind of gives you an Overwatch meets Doom feel. Wow. There we go. See, not a good guy. He's a bad guy. But our people aren't too terribly worried about it, because there's only one of him right now. That changes later. You start getting a lot of these things running around because, again, the clock is not on your side. Anyway, this was a fun experience playing it. It was a lot of fun. It just really was. It was amusing. It was different. Everyone gets their own card deck for their certain characters, well, their own tokens. So you really feel that you're your own person trying to work together with others to change things around you. You definitely have to work together against the clock. And looking forward to doing the campaign mode, because you would actually see how certain missions turn out, how it's going to affect things on down the road. Kind of a legacy aspect to it, I suppose. You could actually start crossing off sections that aren't available to you once they burn down or get denied. But yeah. And this isn't even the expansions, of which there are several. I mean, exploding monkeys, cybernetic spider things. I mean, these are just 2 of the other options for you when you play Sine Tempore. Anyway, basic box gets all you need. The expansions, you need the basic box plus the expansion. So find something you like and just do what we love. Roll some dice, flip some cards, get your friends, paint the miniatures. All the things are available for you here. And of course, by all means, box control. That's the last bit I'll touch on here. You will need some quality box control here. Get a bunch of little plastic bags, get some plain old boxes, whatever it is you prefer, or you can just be the chaos person, dumping it all in there. But final review, I guess, is Sine Tempore. Fun game, really enjoyable, love the feel and fluff of it. Looking forward to playing more of it. So from the Gaming Nomad here at Every Little War Studios, I will say, if you like the review, like and subscribe, ring the bell, do the things that people do on the YouTubes, and give us some feedback in the comments, by all means. I mean, we'd love to hear from you. We read every one, even the stupid ones. All right, anyway, we are ourselves Sine Tempore, so we're out of time. Thank you all for watching, and like I said, let us know what's going on down below.